Hello there, cheeky potatoes. I don't actually think anyone is going to join this live stream, but I just thought that I just recorded a video, but I just thought I might as well do it live instead. I wanted to tell you that I am going to be doing a Q&A soon because I feel like there's a lot more people that have joined my channel recently, and that it's more that people are sort of interested now and like having mini conversations with people and things like that. And I just thought that some of you might have questions because sometimes in videos I might not cover everything. It doesn't have to be fitnessy. And yeah, I don't know if like anyone wanted to ask anything anyway. But also you're more than welcome to send me a question in my email, or like I'll put that in the description down below if you do want to be anonymous. But if you don't want to be and you just want to leave a question in the comments, then you can do that, and you can leave me more than one. I'm fine to do that as well. I'm just not actually sure if, like, I know there might be like 2 to 3 questions maybe, but I need to give it a bit of time. So I don't actually know when I'll be filming this, but I do need to give it some time to just get some questions together. And yeah, I just don't know if anyone is online right now because I'm in the UK. I think quite a lot of you that watch my videos are from America and things. I don't actually have a clue what time it is there. You might be at work. I don't know. So also let me know if you would like me to do any live things one day, and I'll see what I can do. If I did do it, it would be in like the English time. I think it would be around 8 o'clock or something like that. Right now here it is 6:07. So yeah, just let me know. Hi Sandra, nice to have you here. Do you have any like questions for me? I hope you're doing well as well. You're like the first person that's come on here, so that's for Ukraine. I've never actually been there. I don't know what weather it could be right now. It's been a bit like sunnier here lately. Just about. It's normally raining all the time. You might be able to see out of my window actually. It's actually like a bit okay weather for once. But yeah, just let me know. You can just let me know anything of what you've been doing today, or, you know, anything really. I don't mind. But I just went to yoga today, and then I came back from there. I filmed a video, and I just thought, why not do a live stream while nobody else is at home? Might be interesting if anyone's there to say hi. So yeah. But yeah, I should have got a cup of tea or something to sit here. I didn't really plan it out, did I? But yeah. I've not even had dinner yet, to be honest. So, have you had dinner yet, Sandra? Oh, I've been going to yoga for... Oh wait, okay, first question. Warm, that's good. That's always good. Do you mean what is this video going to be about? Because I've literally just thought that I would go live and just announce it. I'm going to do a Q&A, and I thought if anyone is online like right now, then they can ask me some questions as well. Like with regards to the yoga, I've been going for I think about 1.5 years. I started actually when I started the gym. My gym has classes where they do like yoga classes with a lot of different teachers, and I was a bit like scared because I thought that it was going to be something else. Like I thought it was going to be really cheesy, and like I'm not into anything like dance or anything like that, and I just thought, oh, yoga is going to be so cheesy, but it's not. It really depends what type of yoga class you go to, but the type that I do is like a Hatha Ashtanga style yoga, so it's lots of different poses in the class, and it's quite hard, to be honest. Like, it definitely helped when I first started, because at the time I was learning how to swim as well. So I learnt when I was 21. That's when I started the gym too. And I just remember that when you learn how to do like front crawl, when you're swimming, like the breathing part is quite hard. And in yoga, you have to sometimes do quite long breaths. And I remember that learning that in yoga and learning how to slow down my breath a bit, that really helped when I did swimming. So that was good. But in general, I was going to also make a video about like what the benefits of yoga are and why everyone kind of needs to do it, because you, like, for example, the classes that I go to, they're 45 minutes. So you cover so many exercises in that time. And like, you just feel so stretched out. Like in the gym, I will do quite a few exercises, but nowhere near as many as I would do in yoga. And because the teacher is telling you what to do, they're going to push you a bit harder than what you would probably push yourself. And it's really good for like conditioning your body. But like overall flexibility, like everyone says that you have to be flexible to to do yoga, but you actually don't have to be flexible, but it definitely helps you to become flexible, because flexibility is like your brain has a mechanism where it tries to stop you from getting injured, and that's why you can only get to a certain position, because your brain's telling your body that it can't go any further, so it tells it to stop. But when you're in yoga, you're kind of like breathing through the stretches and you're holding them for maybe a bit longer than you normally would. So it does actually help you to become more flexible, because when I first started, I couldn't touch my toes, and I definitely can touch my toes now. Other times it helps me are times where I've been to the gym and I might feel really like stiff. So after the gym, I used to do yoga every day nearly, when I had a bit more time and maybe was going to the gym a bit less. And I definitely noticed a difference. Like my body just felt a lot looser and easier to move. It makes you feel really calm as well. And like you can get like, so the one on the internet on YouTube, which is called Yoga with Adriene, you can get certain videos. So she might do some upper back pain, lower back pain, and things like that. And they were really good for that as well. Yeah, I was definitely thinking about doing that video. So like what some of my favorite ones would be, because some are, you can just concentrate them in different parts of your body. And a lot of people might not think this, but yoga is great for people with poor digestion, because you're getting sometimes into really like squashed positions, but it's really good for your digestion as well. What would you like to see, like just certain poses? And me, I'm obviously not a yoga teacher, and the way that someone else that probably is can probably get into the position a bit better, but I guess I could put screenshots on there or something like that. But I would definitely say, I'll just type in the channel name here, but I don't know if I can actually, but it's called Yoga with Adriene. So I'd definitely say look her up. She's got like 4 million subscribers or something. But she does like 30-day programs as well, where there's like a video every day. Yeah, it's really good. But like there's also, I would say, a difference between doing the ones at home and the ones in classes. So the ones in classes, you'll get a different teacher sometimes, and they just have a different style of doing it. But when I do go to a yoga class, I prefer to go like near the front, because I get quite distracted and I find it hard to follow instructions that are I just find it quite hard to follow instructions without seeing what the other person is doing. So yeah, I would say check out a yoga class near you, or if someone can recommend a yoga class to you, then that would be really good. Like, because sometimes they can be really expensive, but I don't know if you have a gym membership or not. And if you do, then sometimes the classes can be included in your membership, like mine are. Um, but I would say some poses in yoga are like really restorative, and some are like sometimes it can be like really like exhausting because you've done so many moves, and then sometimes in yoga you can have moves that are like maybe a bit more fun that you can play around with as well. But the reason that I like it so much is because during my like going to the gym as well. And if I haven't if I haven't done yoga for a few weeks, I can go back to the gym and I can think, oh, I've got stronger in this area because I couldn't used to do that in this pose. So I'd say it's just really good for everything, to be honest. But yeah, and also it's meant to, when you do moves like a downward dog, it's meant to be like really good for your skin or something, to do with the oxygen, that you get more blood going to your like head and face and things like that. But I've been practicing like headstands lately, which have been really fun. And there's like an easier version. So I tried some other one before, but that one's a bit this one's a bit easier that I've been taught, because this is a different yoga teacher to the one that I used to have. So she does sort of new things each time. And then I've also been doing, so also what's helpful with yoga is you can take stretches out of the class, and the ones that you found really helpful for your own body, then you can practice them at home, or you can do them like before a workout. So ones that I've been practicing are the splits, because it kind of targets, you can stretch out like your hamstrings, and at the same time you're stretching out your hip flexors, and I think it's meant to stretch out your psoas muscle, which goes from about here, it goes from your belly and then it goes a bit further down your leg, and it's counted as like a hip flexor muscle. And I'm not a personal trainer, and I did study science, but not about like the anatomy, really, not like the sports science side of it. But like when those muscles can get really tight as well, because when we're sitting down all day, it's like your hip flexors get tight, and when your hip flexors are tight, it can make your glutes tight, and your glutes are in charge of so many things in your body, and we just need the strength there. But you can't really gain strength if you've not really stretched something out properly, because your body's not really got access to the muscle as much. And it normally, if it's tight, your muscle, it also means that it's weak as well. So also that's why a lot of people don't foam roll, like, or use something to get the knots out of your muscles, but it's really helpful to do that so you can have access to the muscle. Otherwise it's like really tight like this, but then you kind of want it to be a bit more like this. I think that explanation is correct ish. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever tried foam rolling or anything like that before. It's quite painful when you first start. So I feel out of breath now. Feel like I've spoken a lot in one go. I don't know if you have any more questions for me as well. I really should have brought a drink with me. I don't know what I was talking about. But if I make a cup of tea now, it's going to take a few minutes. So I think I'll just leave that one. I might just get some water. Your which video are you waiting for? Is it for one of mine, or um but really as well, like with yoga, the most time that you'll see results is like, say, when you do it like every day, which is what I used to do, because I didn't want to be like, I used to think, oh, I'm so rubbish at this, I want to get better at it, because I used to go once a week to the class. So then that's why I started doing it at home. So if you really, really want to see a difference, even if it's like 5 to 10 minutes, which you can get hold of a lot of 5 to 10 minute videos, and you did that every day, then you would really notice the difference as well. So, oh, okay. I mean, like, I think the way to do that is to really get into it by maybe just even watching a few videos. Like, I know that it can be really hard for people to motivate themselves to do something, but I think that just if you watch the video and then you might think, oh, yeah, I can manage to do that for 5 to 10 minutes. And then when you start to see the results, and also I really recommend if you do it at home, then I really recommend you do it before bedtime, as it really makes you feel a bit sleepy, and it's quite nice, I think, before bed to feel quite calm. So definitely recommend that for you. Actually give you some tips of maybe well, I would just say, like, something for me that helped when I did it online is I did the 30-day program sort of one, because I think because the way that she did the moves and said, like, kind of built upon it rather than making it too hard at the beginning, I think that really helped me, because she kind of explains the moves a bit better as well. Like, it's, I don't know, I think you do get quite a good explanation from the videos, but I do know that they're also about 30 minutes. So there's always going to be moves that you might find more helpful than others, because it just really depends on what's wrong with your body, or I don't know, it just kind of gives you an awareness of you might need to work on your upper body a bit more, or you kind of become aware just like where your aches and pains are a bit more, and what you found helped for you. But I just think all of the moves together, like, I don't know. Like, for me, because I do have a bit of a problem with my hips, if anything's like scrunching up a bit, then I can begin to find that quite painful the next day, or anything where I'm standing on one leg. But actually, flexibility wise, my shoulders are extremely tight. So in the yoga class today, we were told to kind of like twist this way and put our arms like that, but my shoulders, like, they really have no mobility going on for them. So for me, I found that a struggle, but that's something that I should be working on with my stretches, to be honest, because I haven't as much as my lower body. And it's just because it just take me about an hour or something like that as well, to do stretches for my lower body. But I hope those answers helped you. I actually do have to kind of think about my sort of favourite yoga poses. And what a lot of people don't know as well is that on some days you might feel like some moves are a lot easier. So it doesn't mean because you've been doing it for a long time that you're going to get better and better. It just means sometimes that's when you really notice which problem you've got the area in. Like, before, there might have even been some moves that I was more flexible at, but because I do work out my upper body a lot more now, it is a lot tighter. So there's some things where I really notice, like, where my problems are starting to happen. But I do hope that that answer sort of helped you. But in terms of like what's helpful or not, I would definitely, I don't know, there's like so many that help me. It's like downward dog is such a basic looking movement, but it targets like your upper body strength, your flexibility in your hamstrings. It's nice because you never feel like you're going to feel like you've got it perfect, if you know what I mean. There's always like room for improvement. Um, And also, I read like a scientific journal article where they did research, and you're welcome, by the way. So I read a scientific article, and they said like downward dog was shown to be one of the best core movements. So yeah, but then there's other ones that I might find helpful because they target. I don't know. Some of them are really more for your core. And I don't know if you've tried Pilates before as well. I'm not sure if you have tried that before, but I'm not as keen on Pilates as I am with yoga. But basically, like with Pilates, you have, they say it's more for your core, but I really think that yoga targets your core a lot more, and you feel a lot more tired after like you've done a lot of work. But with Pilates, I feel like there's no between the movements, and that's why I'm not really as keen on it. But you could always try that out as well, because everyone's got different tastes, so you might enjoy that a bit more as well. But I think a lot of people are probably put off from yoga, maybe from like just what people know of it, and when people do chanting and things like that, but that doesn't go on in my class that I do. But one type of yoga that I think does do that is Kundalini yoga. So that's, well, they do a class and I tried it once, but it wasn't really my thing, and the moves weren't really that varied. It was just more the same, and there were quite harsh movements for the things that I have going on with my body right now, so I didn't go back to it, really. I'm not sure whether to end this right now because I don't think anybody else is going to be coming on, but I'm not sure. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, Sandra. I'm very glad that you actually joined me today, because otherwise I just would have been sat here on my own. But I thought that it was cool that you wanted to join me, and yeah, it's just slightly a weird thing to think, though, that you can only talk but you can't see the other person. But that's still okay. Yeah, it's still good. So yeah, maybe I would have to upload just a mini separate video to announce my Q&A, because I don't know if everyone is going to watch this. But yeah. Oh, you're so welcome, Sandra, and I'll see like have a good evening as well. And I'm going to eat dinner in a bit, and everyone's going to come back home. So I think I might just watch a bit of TV, and then I've just got a bit of paperwork to sort out as well. You know how that is. So, see you soon, and I will come over and watch one of your videos now, I think, because I do really like your videos. I think the crafts are really cool. So if anyone else is watching this on replay, then go and check out Sandra's channel. She makes these really cool, like, do you know, like house DIY things that are cute. I mean, I don't really make any just because I've already got too many things that I'm trying to get rid of. So, but yeah, they're really nice, and go and say hi. And she was on here, so yeah, you should definitely say hello to her channel. But I'm definitely off right now because I am a little bit hungry. So bye.